Hey, I'm Caleb Ellis, and I hope you guys are doing great today. Today we'll be covering how whales are helping to reverse climate change. Buckle up, I hope you're ready for the ride. First and foremost, we must cover what climate change is. Climate change describes long-term variations in Earth's temperature, precipitation, and wind patterns. Other climatic factors also factor in there. CO2, CH4, N2O, and other gases released into the atmosphere by human activity are some causes of it. An increase in global temperatures over time is caused by these gases, which trap solar heat inside the Earth's atmosphere. How are the whales reversing climate change? Well, over the course of their lengthy lives, whales collect carbon in their bodies. Upon decomposition, great whales drop to the ocean floor, removing 33 tons of CO2 from the atmosphere, on average over a span of centuries. In contrast, a tree may only absorb up to 48 pounds of CO2 annually. It's crazy once you think about it. The process, where all the good stuff happens. Essential nutrients are circulated throughout the ocean by whales feeding, pooping, migrating, and diving between the surface and the depths of the water. A process also known as the whale pump. The development of the phytoplankton, which absorbs a significant quantity of carbon from the atmosphere, and the maintenance of marine ecosystems are facilitated. I highly recommend you remember whale pump, as we will touch on it later in the presentation. The data. This is where we get to prove our point with some credited sources. While climate change is very important, however, the whale's role is nothing less. And the ecosystem is very important and plays a huge role in the ocean health. According to WDC, 50% of our oxygen comes from whales reversing climate change. A fun fact you may not know is that whales also help sustain fish stocks. How did this start? Where did it originate? Whose idea? I'm sure that you're wondering that. Well, in 2010, a study was published by the International Money Fund, also known as the IMF. This study proposed the whale pump procedure and the reoccurrence of the nutrients. Many studies have been made since then, however, this was the kickstart. So now we know how vital whales are, we must protect them. We have no choice. Not only should we protect them, but also we must protect their habitats and food sources, which include krill and different fish species, as these are vital to the whale survival. Some alternate positives are also the reducing pollution, the minimization in ship strikes, the establishment in marine areas. Here's my take on it, on the whale pump and all that I reminded you to keep track of early in the presentation. Hey, so I will be starting with the whale at a low depth and allowing it to run through the full process. As the whale travels up, it gets ready to release its nutrients so they can circulate through the process. When the whale reaches its surface, things like phytoplankton and tiny life organisms get happy as the whale releases its nutrients that are needed for them to survive on a daily basis. Through photosynthesis, phytoplankton absorbs around 40% of the carbon from the atmosphere. Phytoplankton is almost every other breath that you take. And now the whale is leaving the surface, is getting ready to restart the process. As the whale is on the dive back down, it is vital that it supports the ecosystems and the fish populations. That's the process. Thank you. Hey, that's my take on it. I really like the demonstration because it really helped me grow my knowledge on it, on how it worked, because I'm more of a hands-on learner. I really appreciate that. Thanks for your time. This study was very fun and interesting. I really hope you all enjoyed it.